Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mrs. Schultz, and I am the 7th and 8th grade history teacher at the Applied Math and Science Academy at Johnstone. I am honored that I have the chance to address you this evening as we recognize our 8th grade students. I wanted to open the evening by making sure that I thanked a few groups of people. First, thank you to our board members present tonight, Dennis Rivera and Kim Cadaspati. Parents, I wanted to thank you for bringing your children to our school and trusting us with them every day. I especially want to thank you for raising such an amazing group of people that sit before you. Parents being involved in their child's life leads them to more opportunities for success. This group that sits in front of us has shown so many positive qualities, and we know that this all starts at home. To my fellow teachers, the Applied Math and Science Academy is a collective effort of all of us. Each of us in AMSA believe in ways of doing what is best for our students. Your kindness and caring for students as whole people is the reason that we have seen such success. To our administrators, thank you for the opportunity to encourage students to reach their full potential. With your support, we are comfortable taking risks in the classroom, challenging our students, and building relationships with them that will make a difference. Being able to do things differently is what allows this program to be so successful, so thank you. And finally, to our 8th grade students. Although I may have passed you in the hallway during your 5th or part of your 6th grade year, my first introduction to you as my students was from behind a computer screen. For some of you, I didn't see your face until sometime this year. To say that the last few years have been a challenge would be an understatement. I know in my classroom we have spent many moments pondering the effects of the pandemic on teaching and learning, but still you have persevered. You trusted your teachers to teach, to educate, to motivate, whether in person or virtually. And we trusted you to be diligent, hardworking, and excited, whether in person or virtually. A common question in my classroom this year is, when are we going to have big fun? Or is this big fun? And I always think that everything we do is big fun. And I want you to do the same. Every challenge is big fun. Every opportunity is big fun. Wherever your future leads you, it'll be big fun. Every accomplishment starts, I promise. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. And today you are being recognized not only for your academic accomplishments, but also those of your character. And I want to congratulate everyone on their success this year. Now, to speak on behalf of the 8th grade students, Samuel Shode.
Hello, everyone. So, thank you all for coming to celebrate our graduation with us. Can we all give these amazing students a quick round of applause? Thank you. Well, we made it, guys. We reached the end of middle school, and now we are closing another chapter of our lives. Most of us began our journey here at AMSA in the 5th grade. That was our last normal year before the pandemic. 5th grade was a year of making new friends, socializing, and becoming used to the advanced level work that came with AMSA. 6th grade year started with the fear that things were going to get harder, since we all got that heartfelt speech that things always seem to get better when you move on in your education. Things went well, but then the pandemic hit. What was supposed to be a 2-week break turned into a year. 7th grade was a year of great adjustment, as virtual learning was new to us. We faced many challenges during that school year, but in the end, we still succeeded, and now we're here, our 8th grade graduation. The reality that this would be our last year in middle school hasn't really hit until now. It's a bittersweet moment for some, at least, but the show must go on. To reflect upon this year, I would like to say thank you to all of our teachers on behalf of the whole 8th grade. First, with Mrs. Donato. Mrs. Donato is a woman of many wonders that never seems to quit, even though even though our class and our whole grade drives her crazy. Then, Mrs. Smith. You really are a quote-unquote hashtag girl boss who has made our years in AMSA quite an experience. Then, with Mrs. Schultz. Her passion for teaching and helping others still always seems to outshine her sarcasm. She's the reason why our 8th grade year will be unforgettable, because even when she goes through her own struggles, she always makes time to plan so many events for her students. And for that, we thank you and we appreciate you. Now, Mrs. Love, the mental math queen. You always seem to be able to fit in a joke here or there in every class period, which seems to spice things up all the time. Now, Mr. Coring, who I'm not sure if he's here tonight, is our gym teacher who takes one for the team and still puts up with us even after those grueling health lessons we had this year. Last but not least, Mrs. Shaw, a woman whose patience seems to have no limits. She's always so encouraging, caring, and makes her class periods enjoyable every day. And don't get me started on her grammar. Her choice of words is quite exquisite and never seems to be put anyone at dismay through all the troublesome and tedious endeavors we must undertake in an English class filled with advanced literary arts with superb vocabulary such as soliloquies, aperb, paradoxical, prerequisite, and in addition, ubiquitous. I don't think anybody got that, but I didn't either. Mrs. Shaw, probably the number one question she always got asked this year is, Mrs. Shaw, what does that mean? Nonetheless, we thank every one of you, our teachers, for all the things you have done for us throughout this year and more. Now, for the 2022 8th grade graduating class. You guys are all amazing, though some of you could beg to differ. With all of us here this year, wouldn't have been the same. Yes, though we have had our own issues, drama, and even some breakups. It's all the fun that we had that really matters. We are like a family that has been through ups and downs, especially with the voice cracks that people just get randomly in the middle of class, and how all of a sudden this year we all just ended up with mustaches. Some of you haven't reached that point yet, but you'll make it. We should think of all the fun memories we have had made together this year. And to be honest, there are too many to remember a specific one, but we still wish the best for each other. This is a group of students that I will greatly miss as we all diverge onto our own paths. We will miss each other, and the teachers will miss us too, no matter how many times they refuse to admit it. Thank you all for making this year so memorable, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Now we are going to recognize all of the students who participated in clubs and activities this year. For outstanding participation in National Junior Honor Society, I would like to recognize a few students. Japji Jaswal. Colin Jones. Chloe Rivera. Kylie Rivera. And Sarah Santiago. For participation in Mini Model Congress, Colin Jones. Juliana Panko. Chloe Rivera. And Sarah Santiago. For participation in AMSA's Lego League, Frederick Foy. Colin Jones. Gavin Smith, and Samuel Shoday. For participation in yearbook, Genevieve Carter, Juliana Panko, and Sarah Santiago. For participation in AMSA Student Government Association, Genevieve Carter, Carrie Hall, Juliana Panko, Alyssa Perez, Gavin Smith, and Paulina Tomlin. For participation in Mural Club, I have Sarah Santiago, and Gavin Smith. Next, I want to recognize our two students who won an award at the science fair. Both students won the Rowan College of South Jersey Science Research Competition Middle School Division, first place in the middle school teams division, and best overall and first place in teams at the Delaware Valley Science Fair. Those awards go to Margarita Hernandez and Juliana Panko. Now to recognize AMSA at Johnstone's Giraffe hero, Mrs. Shaw.
On Friday, May 20th, I had the honor of attending the annual Giraffe Hero Awards. At this event, one student from each elementary and middle school in the district was recognized for being courageous, kind, helpful, and persistent. I am equally as fortunate to be able to recognize this student tonight in front of his peers, teachers, and family. Please join me in congratulating this year's Giraffe Hero, Samuel Shoday. I'd like to introduce Mrs. Cifuentes. She's going to announce perfect attendance and principal's list.
Why are you laughing? Hi. All right, so for perfect attendance, we have Frederick Foy. Jubji Jaswal. Alyssa Perez. And Gavin Smith. Next, we have principal's list. Alila Folk. Alexica Perez. And Samuel Shoday. Okay, so now we're moving on to our 8th grade completion certificates, and Mrs. Megan Schultz is going to present those. Need me to help you? They can go after, right? Yep.
All right. Recognizing our 8th grade students, Adrian Alisea. Kevin Ferrer. Rebecca Bermudez. Genevieve Carter. Jayla Cortez. Sophia DeVito. Alexander Domboski. Alila Folk. Frederick Foy. Jamie Garcia. Miranda Gomez. Khan Gundogdu. Carrie Haw. Lydell Harris. Margarita Hernandez. Tori Hoadley. Jupji Jaswal. Colin Jones. Anastasia Cagdina. Hannah Lindholm. Kingston Mangar. David Martinez Jr. David Mikhailovich. Juliana Panko. Ashleen Parmar. Alok Patel. Hashvi Patel. Alexica Perez. Alyssa Perez. Caesar Perez. Chloe Rivera. Kylie Rivera. Sarah Santiago. Michael Sheftaw. Jagnur Singh. Gavin Smith. Samuel Shode. Marissa Strickland. Mark Salzman Dowdy. And Paulina Tomlin. To recognize our students who have earned the highest average in each of their subjects, Mrs. Cifuentes.
Okay. All right, so the following student actually earned the highest average in multiple subject areas. The subject areas, I'll tell you the student after. Language arts, honors biology, geometry, history. And that student is Alexica Perez. Okay, next we have our health and PE star, and that is Marissa Strickland. So there were multiple students who earned a perfect score in STEM. Alexica Perez. Sophia DeVito. Margarita Hernandez Garcia. Colin Jones. And Kylie Rivera. Okay, next on to world language. Alexica Perez. Oh, that's it. Alexica Perez, so that's perfect to end on. And now we are on Mrs. Shaw to close.
This concludes our ceremony. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here to recognize our 8th grade graduates and their accomplishments. To our students, we are all so very proud of everything you have achieved. We know whatever path you choose, you'll be successful next year and beyond. Best wishes on all of your future endeavors. At this time, students will depart the stage to the cafeteria. Please remain seated until all students have left. After, we invite you to join us for cake in the cafeteria.